Here are some of the worst houses to buy as a long-term investment property. Here's an example of property here that is way too nice and is also in a very expensive neighborhood. So in order to cash flow, you usually have to put down 50% or more to cash flow in a very expensive neighborhood. Here's an example of a property here that's still relatively very nice still, but it's in the area you got that's actually the price point very lower. And in this area, the rent is also very low. So in order for it to cash flow, you're gonna need probably 35% and more. Here's another example of a property in relatively good condition and is in an average neighborhood, but you can't add no value to this because look, usually people add ADU on their land. Well, there's no more land to this property, so you can't add any more value.
He's talking about down payment, and he's mostly correct. These deals are not good deals because you have to put a large amount of money down, because what he is talking about is your DSCR ratio, and that stands for debt service coverage ratio. And what he is saying, without saying it, is these properties can't service the debt because they are too nice. Their market value is too high relative to the amount of rent they're bringing in. So a lender like us is going to require big down payments that we can keep our loan low enough so that the rent of the property brings in and will service the debt. There's a much better strategy out there that's called defer, and typically you want to do this in blue collar neighborhoods that meet the 1% rule. If you have any more questions, drop them in the comments. See ya.